Alright, now before we begin, I actually have to do something really fast, so just... Yeah, I know. Quick, if you could tell me the three Tanner sisters' names without thinking, you might be addicted... Hold on. Hello? Yeah, is this Rob? I was in the middle of filming an episode. Oh, I know what you're doing. You're gonna ruin your whole career by saying random stuff. It's okay. I mean, have you considered every once in a while making the show shorter? Because that would help you. Okay. I mean, what is it, October 2014 when you shoot this? Because listen, I actually feel like you have a lot of potential. Now, before anyone starts messing with you and your content, and then you have to do a green screen version of your show, the first time, of course, ladies and gentlemen, just, you know, try to make yourself less abridged. Alright. Bye. Goodbye. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Rob Rodriguez. Wow, that is indeed refreshing because last week I forgot to tell you welcome to the show. You know, me not telling you welcome to the show is like your co-worker or classmate not telling you good morning. You know who you are. Now, honestly, who wants to start a fan war? Personally, I don't. DC or Marvel. But fan wars can become the really ugliest things, especially if you go to places like Comic-Con. You know, in fictional universes, you have love triangles, like you have the Bellas, you have the Elena Gilberts, you even have your Lois Lane, but that's only in Superman Returns, you know? But let's separate the fan of the superhero, because then you have the fan of the damsel in distress and the love interest. But usually, if you may know, you always have your Mary Jane Watson, the blandest character ever. I'm sorry, Kirsten Dunst. But every other fan might be an Emma Stone fan of the Gwen Stacy, you know? So, what do? Personally, I don't know, because I've never been to a Comic-Con in my life. I just know about it. Thank you, Wikipedia. And every other source of entertainment who has referenced it, of course. You know, at the top of the show, I interrupted my past self, but he did make a point, but he didn't complete it. As you may remember, we talked about who's your favorite Superman. Now, past me said, if you're a fan of Smallville, he's your favorite Clark Kent. He didn't become Superman until the series finale. Anyway, that being said, Superman has been played by multiple actors. Personally, again, I'm a Christopher Reeve fan. Rest in peace, Christopher Reeve. That is also refreshing because every time I say rest in peace, it follows Paul Walker. But we're following Christopher Reeve now. Wow, I need a minute. Alright, so as you may know if you watch the show is not dirty or explicit. It's actually very clean and almost dry, for that matter. In fact, this music should really be accompanying the show sometimes. One thing people might note is that I will jump into really nostalgic topics about the past a lot. Well, for those kind of people, I'll let you know we're going to reduce that a little bit, but the thing that you need to be careful what you wish for is, every now and again, a very nostalgic song, let's say NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye, will just interrupt me so I can have a brief moment of nostalgia and talk about it. So, once again, be careful what you wish for and stay the course. By the way, if you notice I'm going back to my past self, you can watch the full-length episode. The episode is called I May Watch Too Much TV. Then you'll see that I was interrupted with a phone call. That's what the rig is. And a lot of mistakes I made that I did correct earlier in the video. Well, anyway, moving on, because we still have a lot of time left. I knew this day would come, but it's time to do a second attempt at a bit that failed so long ago, like last month, maybe 2 months ago, who's counting anymore? The bit was called Things You Never Thought of Doing. I did it once, I apologized for it weeks later, and now we're going to attempt it once more. So, this is the recently reformatted Things You Never Thought of Doing. So you have a recital coming up. You're singing the national anthem at the hockey game. Now, the catch is, you're at the airport right now. Have you ever thought of skipping a line of the national anthem? You know, the part that says, bombs bursting air? Yeah, just skip that because you don't want to be tackled by airport security. I know, it's crazy like that. Well, anyway, that is the show for you this week. Until next time, I'm Rob Rodriguez. You know how to follow me on social media. Here we go. Goodbye. Yeah, I know it's a little cliche, but we still have to write in these things. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.